Hey guys, we're going to look at how to create feedback forms and also maps that we can embed into an interactive multimedia product, an IMP. So this is an example of a feedback form. It's in PowerPoint. So if you have a look at it, this is my PowerPoint. I go onto here, and actually you can type in this form. It's pretty cool. And you can like leave feedback. When you submit, it actually emails the feedback. Another example is this. Uh, Hotel booking form. It looks pretty professional. You can type in your name, arrival, departure date, what type of room you want, press submit. It goes through to your email as well. And lastly, you might want to have a map to show people where this venue is. You might have other details on here as well, like a photo and some text about this like pick of a venue. So we'll talk about how you create each of those, and then we'll do a separate video for how to embed them in your actual IMP, in your actual PowerPoint. So the forms that we're going to use are eu.jotform.com. This will pop up automatically. So I'm going to sign in with my school Google account. I would just use a school Google account. If you use a Chromebook, then it's that one. Yeah. So I'll click that. And then there are already a couple of forms here. I'm just going to delete them. Actually, I'll delete one of them. This one. Because you can only have like 5 forms in total on this account. And when I'm creating them, it's best I show you this. So let's go on to templates up here and go on to form templates. So you'll see there's lots of different types of forms that you can have. Like there's a store, course registration, new customer. The ones which you might want to check out are things like feedback form, hotel booking form, uh, customer satisfaction. There's even like one down here which was restaurant order form. That was pretty cool. I haven't really used it, so you can have a play around with that and see if it's relatively a restaurant reservation form, if it's relatively straightforward. Feedback form is really straightforward, so let's just use their template because already it gives you some questions, well, not some questions, some categories, and it's already partly filled out, so you can just use their one. I don't think you necessarily need to add the logo. This seems to be buffering, so let me just reload it because it doesn't seem to be quite right. Yeah, this looks better. Okay. You can add other things if you really wanted to. It's already got the name and email anyway, so if you want to add the phone number or date, signature or appointment, uh, payments as well if you want them to pay by like Stripe. Although to be honest, like at the moment, because you might not necessarily have a PayPal account, um, the integration might not work. If you do have a PayPal account, I suppose you could do take a photo, etc. So you got all these different widgets that you can use. Have a look at the settings, and in the settings you've got what you want to call your form, so like comments, etc. And then publish. So once you're happy with it, all you need is to get this link, and we're going to use that later. So for now, let's just get that in our assets table, and you can use it later. Cognito Forms is very similar. You log in using your own account. So you go to cognitoforms.com and it will let you log in. So I'm going to log in. I mean, it's already logged me in as my school Google account as well. Then on here, then you go into Forms and you go, rather than start from scratch, I'm going to choose a template. The templates are really quite appealing. They're quite professional. I'd say that they're more professional than the other one, this dot form, but we'll see. Like 5K runs, healthcare, and right at the bottom you've got things like restaurant inquiry form, basic food order, sales forms, hotel booking, and this one here. These look like great, right? So I just picked this one, and I use this template, hotel booking form. I might have to call it hotel booking form 2 or something like that. I already have one. That doesn't look very professional. You might want to put a description here. If you're happy with these elements, that's fine. Currency, GBP, or whatever country you're in. So if mine's like based in Paris for the Olympics, then I might use euro. Yeah, it's publish. Save changes first, and then go to publish. And then once again, all we need is this link here, this share link there, right? Okay, lastly, maps. Like how would we, so that goes in your assets table. We're gonna use that later. Maps. So let's say, for example, you want an area and I just put like, I don't know, Tokyo Stadium. And there might be several of them. So you type in something and it's like too generic. It might give you a few, right? So there might be several. This one, it actually only gave me one, so it gave me this one. That's fine. I can either take this code here, I can copy that, uh, or I can press share, and I should probably copy this one, the embed map one as well. Put them both in your assets table. I'll give you an example where you might come up with several things. So let's say you put in Nando's London and you might have like 6 or 7 results. Oh, goodness, there's loads. So you just pick the one that you want first, and then you take the URL here, and also take the share URL in the embed map feature here as well. So you need both of those because I actually can't remember which one you need to use. So just put them both in your assets table, and then we can use those later. So the next tutorial, I'm going to talk about how you get that onto PowerPoint. Okay.